Have you ever seen something so amazing that it left you speechless? Maybe it was a spectacular sunset, or a majestic eagle soaring overhead. Or perhaps it was a kind word spoken at just the right moment that made everything in your life suddenly feel worthwhile. Well, today we were going to see a vision so glorious and awe-inspiring that the prophet Ezekiel simply could unspeak. In fact, he fell on his face and remained silent for 40 days and 40 nights. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 1, verses 4 to 14. And as I was among the exiles by the river Sheber, the heavens were opened, and I saw a vision of God. And behold, 4 living creatures, each of them having 4 faces and 4 wings, were coming from the 4 winds of heaven, and they were glowing like burnished bronze. And they had human hands and faces, and each of them had 4 wings. Thus they were without rest, for they went around on 4 sides of the firmament, that is the earth, and they never turned back. And each of them had 4 faces and 4 wings. So they moved and went, each of them straight forward. If they went forward, they did not turn right or left, and they did not turn back after them. But they had 4 wings, each of them, and they had 4 faces, and they moved and went. What exactly did Ezekiel see here? Commentators throughout the centuries have offered many different explanations, but most scholars agree that Ezekiel had a vision of heaven and of God himself. And they weren't just some figment of his imagination, some daydream while staring at the river. No, these were real beings that existed near to God's throne. The psalmist wrote of similar beings in Psalm 103. As a result, some have speculated that the writer of this psalm may have had a similar vision of heaven. And who can blame him? When you consider the awfulness of God's holiness, I think it's only natural to fall on our faces and remain speechless for 40 days and 40 nights. So what exactly were these creatures? Some have suggested that they represent the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Others have suggested that they represent the 4 continents known in ancient times: Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas. However, I believe the simplest explanation is also the best. These 4 creatures, these cherubim, represent God's heavenly worshippers, the angels who surround God's throne and who are constantly praising him. The Bible tells us that there are countless angels in heaven, all of which are eagerly awaiting the opportunity to serve the Lord and to carry out his will. And when you think about it, does it really seem all that far-fetched that an angel might appear in the form of a burning, brightly shining creature with wings? One thing is certain: heaven is far more alive than we can possibly imagine. And one day soon, if we're not in the garden, we will get to see it for ourselves. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Well, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, God bless you, and remember, never hold your peace.